a while since I have read for you guys. I hope all of you are doing awesome. Today we're going to take a look at your relationship / love life energy as it stands at this time. This is a timeless reading, so it's relevant anytime you come across the video. If you are called to watch it, hopefully you gain some insight or perspective, or there's a message here for you today. And if you're single, same situation. Maybe this is talking about a past relationship or something coming in your future, but hopefully you get a message as well. All right, so we're going to pull 2 cards, one for yourself as well as one for your person, and we will go from there. Just want to see what the general energy is, where you stand at this time compared to where your person stands, and then we'll go more into depth. Okay, you have the Crone of Pentacles, and this could be your person. Okay, so you adjust and assign the roles as necessary. And they have the Devil. Okay. All right. So in your energy, so this is the Goddess of Love Tarot deck. And so I understand that there are some depictions of these cards that are, I don't know, depending on the person. I don't know if this is appropriate or not. I do apologize. If it's not your thing, then this is not your reading. But if you're okay with it, then great. All right. So the Crone of Pentacles essentially is the King of Pentacles in the regular Rider-Waite depiction of the cards. Okay. So this stands for a more obviously earthly energy. So whoever is on side A, person A, this could be you, Aquarius, you're coming off extremely strong and grounded and level-headed. There's practicality and logic that are being used here in your everyday life, in your general energy. There's also money, business, material gain, material concepts at play right now with you. So this is more of the focus. If we're relating this energy to you and your partner or this relationship, you are looking for something more stable at this time. Okay, so you are looking to be in a commitment, or you're at least wanting to put a title on your relationship. So we'll see how that plays out as we move further along. And then in your partner or person B here, again, this could be you as well. Here we are talking about topics that have to do with indulgence and maybe some addiction as well. And just feeling as though needing to get out of the restraints. Okay, so I don't know if this has to do with just life in general. Someone needs to break free to be free. Or this could be within the relationship that someone is looking for more freedom. Okay. At the same time, this is also an element of control. So there's control and freedom energy here at play. And I don't know if this is like a push and pull between the both of you. But we'll see again how the cards look once we start to pull more details. You have the Pentacle or the Star here. This is a different star. I don't know what the name of it is, but usually this is a pentacle card, right? So there's something about the pentacle, right? So this is like the earthly type of energy, like using the senses and feeling things, right? Through touch and sense, like taste and, visualization or something like that, right? So there's something about it being tangible and it being something that you can touch, that you can grab here. And for you as an Aquarius, this is a little bit different. The Pentacles is an earthly card, right? And if we're thinking about earth dynamics, we can associate it with the sign of Capricorn. And you, the sign of Aquarius, the sign of Capricorn, are both ruled by Saturn, okay? Granted, your Western astrology ruler is Uranus, but ancient astrology, Aquarius was ruled by Saturn, and some can say that Saturn still has a role to play in the Aquarian energy. So this has to do with lessons learned. Okay, so there's something here about, I'm getting full circle I'm getting this thing of like revisiting something to see the lesson or to see the growth. Have you grown? Have you not? And depending on your growth level, will determine the stability and the more concrete level of this relationship, if that makes sense. So I don't know if like maybe your whole life you've been learning lessons about commitment or, you know, attracting a healthy partner, a healthy relationship. And if so, it's like, okay, let's revisit all of that you've learned and where are you at now? Are you ready for a healthy, committed, true relationship and true love, right? But the devil has me a little worried. So I don't know who this is. Again, you assign the roles as necessary, because the devil here is saying, you know, that they need to make sure whatever, at the end of the day, this person over here just needs to make sure that they feel completely in control of themselves. They're not locked in. They're not chained, right? And that is going to help them stay level-headed or stay aligned within this relationship, because they need that. They cannot go without this sense of self-control and feeling like they are in control of themselves, because then it's going to start to project itself or themselves in really negative, low level, low frequency type of ways. It's almost as though they have to rein in these lower vibes, right? Like rein it in. And some people don't associate, you know, what is this? Like a person who just does whatever they want. People associate that with selfishness, right? People associate that with, especially in relationship dynamics, like you can't do whatever you want, right? Like there's things to consider. You have to consider the other person or whatever. So it's hard for people like this to be in relationship, right? A free soul to be in relationship. And this type of person also indulges in the things that they love and their passions, their hobbies, their vices, especially. So there may be some drug use. There may be some type of addiction. There may be, you know, alcohol, cigarettes, sex, even shopping, right? Like things that control them. Okay, so with them, it's just this push and pull of control and not control and freedom. And this is something that they definitely struggle with. So for this person on this side to be so stable and secure, coming into relationship with a person like this, depending on how the cards look, this could be this push and pull of, like, okay, yes, you have control, but there's like at any moment you can flip. At any moment there can be a change, right? And so I don't know how well this side or person A is going to take that. At the same time, there is a feeling of compatibility because the devil does rule, the sign of Capricorn in the tarot. And the King of Pentacles or Crone of Pentacles in this case also has that Capricorn energy along with it. There is still an essence of the both of you being a little edgy or bad or dark in some ways as well. You know, maybe you do have a history of being this way as well. But you have grown or matured or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So we're going to go into more details and dive deeper into the relationship dynamics themselves. So now we're taking a look at how does person A feel about person B? How does person A feel about this relationship and being in this relationship today? 2 cards, please. 6 of emotions. So this is the 6 of Cups. And the 7 of Wands. All right. I don't know how ready this site is to focus wholeheartedly 100% and invest themselves into this relationship. Person A or you on this side, they're stable, they're established, they have their own home, their own job, their own car, they pay their own bills, they're doing well materially. Okay, from an outside perspective, they're safe, they're healthy, right? Like they have everything they need. There's stability and safety here with them. However, internally, there's still some baggage. All right. So there still may be some trauma that you may be working on, things from the past bubbling up. Maybe as you deal with a person like this, especially a person like this, the devil archetype tends to trigger. All right. Not purposefully. I mean, unless they are manipulative. And in that case, we will see that come out in the cards. But so far, just the archetype itself. When somebody who is healing and who has baggage and previous trauma comes into contact with someone so powerful, and I know that this could be taken, differently from how I'm intending. Powerful is in their energy, their presence, whether negative, positive, or somewhere in the middle, is super impacting to the people around them. Okay. So wherever they go, whether they are intending it or not, whether it's conscious or not, they do project and they do exude an immense amount of intensity and power. So dealing with someone like this may trigger previous experiences in this person. And therefore, this person may be putting up a wall at this time toward this devil archetype person B, whoever you want to call whoever's on this side, and putting up a wall and their guard. All right. I do think that this person or the relationship itself is tempting. There is passion. There is attraction. Again, there's no denying that this person is not being noticed by you. But it's like, this is so it feels so good, but it's so bad type of energy. And this may be bringing up previous patterns, behaviors, belief systems, or a way of living or something like that you used to have before. And this person may be super, persistent and trying to break through and trying to open you up and trying to, get through to you. And so there's this constant fight. There's this constant battle, and this could also be the energy of someone playing hard to get on this side. I don't know if that is purposefully or not. There's a depth that comes through with you or whoever is on the left side here. A depth, mystery as well. A devil archetype loves a mystery, loves the challenge, loves to get in, right? And maneuver themselves into those creases and cracks of a person's psyche, of a person's emotional well-being or whatever. So they want some vulnerability. They want to be able to see the raw you. This is what they like. This is what they thrive on. And this could be a good thing depending on your likes, right? And your preferences in a person. But all of that's what it's making me feel here. All right, let's get 2 cards for them. How do they feel about you? How do they feel? There's a double about this relationship. They're so tempting. Like, you think about them a lot. You daydream about them. You wait for them to say something, to text, to call, to ask you out. If you're in a committed relationship, this person has a really, really strong hold on you. Okay, there is a borderline sense of control here. whether that's complete control or you see the red flags. Sometimes people like that, okay? Sometimes that's, you know, people prefer their partners to be more possessive and controlling. So I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying that there is an element of control if you are in a committed relationship. All right, 2 cards for person B here. How do they feel? How do they feel about the relationship or about their person? Knight of Wands. Holy moly, you're dealing. All right, we're going there. This is going to be one of those dynamics. Sorry to judge. But still, no judgment. I mean, we've all had this type of dynamic before, right? Like, this is common. Okay, so I'm sorry. It's just my personality. But anyway, okay, so they are in the Knight of Wands, the Chariot. Devil with the Knight of Wands, scary, dangerous, all right? Scary in a good way, dangerous in a good way, where, you know, you are playing with fire, essentially, okay? Now, there's the Chariot here with them, and this is a part of their purpose. They see this as their divine path. They want to move forward. There's a path that they have in their mind as far as like pursuing you, being with you, you know, having a relationship with you. They do feel that this relationship is destined, or there's an element of like this, or this feeling of, I don't know. I'm hearing soulmates. I'm not big on, you know, that whole concept of like soulmates or twin flames type of things. I do believe that we all are meant to connect with the people that we connect with in this lifetime. And there is lessons to be learned, and there's karma to be had. But in a sense, everybody technically is a soulmate, right? Now, were you created from the same thread? Were you created from the same energy form, the same orb or whatever? I don't know if I believe in that or not. But this is one of they feel as though this dynamic, or you are like that, right? Like, see you in that way where this is destined. There's a deep connection. You may be the one for them. Which we'll see how the cards play out. But this is telling me that this is a shock for this person. This person is changing their ways, and, you know, and if you're in a committed relationship, you already know that by being with you, they have changed significantly, and they are no longer the person that they used to be. Because of this, the Knight of Wands / devil archetype, the bad boy, the bad girl, it's like they're putting away their past, or they're putting away those tendencies. They're boxing it all up and putting a lock on it, and, you know, shoving it in the closet, right? They're coming out, they're changing. They want to be better. They want to be wholesome. They want to be good. You know, they want to compromise and respect the relationship and respect you as well, which is very different from what they're used to. Okay, so if they were the bachelor or the bachelorette, if they were, you know, the type that messes around with everybody in the neighborhood, or, you know, just partied a lot, saw themselves as always single and, you know, just dating around but not really committed, all of that is changing. So this is a significant time for them, okay? Because they don't know how to be this way. They're learning. So if you're having any issues with them, and it's like they're processing, they're feeling it out, and they are learning from their mistakes, and they're seeing what's working and what's not, you know. So I would say, if this is the case, if this is your reading and this is what's happening, then to be cognizant of that and be aware. And the best thing is to communicate, so you know what is going on, so you can support them, you know, if you're really involved with them and interested in pursuing and this relationship, right? Okay. All right, so now we're going to go into what you don't like, or what person A does not like about their person or this relationship. Let's see. What are the obstacles? What are the challenges from their perspective? Okay, so you have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I mean, naturally, there's going to be an element of fear and hesitation and feeling. They make you feel like you're not in control. They make you feel like you're not in control. You don't like that you're constantly having to express this. You don't like that you're constantly having to remind them to let go, to remind them that you're going to do what you want, you know, that they cannot hold you back, that they cannot control you. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of like, look, this is my life. This is who I am. You know, you knew that coming into it. Why are you trying to change me now? Giving them the benefit of the doubt and targeting this message to a couple here who is trying to do their best, who has good intentions, who has real love for one another, and looking at it from the highest vibe, highest frequency perspective. Their need for control is because, one, obviously, they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose the love. But again, they're also changing and they're also learning. You and this relationship is bringing a lot of lessons onto their plate, right? And their thought process is changing. You are so significant that they cannot lose that, right? So underneath the control, where is that coming from? And I'm not excusing it in any way. I'm not saying that, you know, just deal with it or whatever. Absolutely not. By open, effective, non-biased, you know, detached type of communication, you can really get down to the depths of where this is coming from, so you can understand it and help them understand it and help them understand how, when they project the control, how that makes you feel, and how they can change and make it better, right? But where's the control coming from? Obviously, they don't want to lose you, but why do they feel that? Why do they feel that sense of like, right? So there could be an insecurity, okay, underneath there. There could be a sense of not being good enough for you, right? Or, you know, there could be some trust issues because, I don't know, people in their life have betrayed them, right? A lot of this may be stemming from their childhood and how they were raised. You know, there could be some abandonment issues as well. So they overcompensate their insecurities and their failures, or where they lack, by being so strong and coming off so strong and so intense. And it could be a million other things. I don't know the situation, but those are examples. So just some things to think about. Again, I do these readings to provide insight to your situation, right? So seeing it from a different perspective always helps, or hearing it from a different perspective. All right, so what about them? What do they feel the challenges are in this relationship? Worst case scenario, lower vibe, lower frequency, is that yes, they are in fact an extremely controlling, narcissistic, manipulative person, and you're fighting to get out. You're fighting to be free. Okay, you feel trapped here. All right. And whoever that is for, the person who is dealing with this, there's a lot in your childhood, a lot that needs to be sorted, cleared, accepted, forgiven, released, healed. Somebody here, who, for whoever this is, it's a very small percentage of you, or maybe one person here, but somebody here is still a child mentally because their trauma happened at a certain age when they were young and they never grew from it. So to be dealing with such a strong personality It's almost as though it's the child-parent dynamic here, and feeling controlled and, controlled by a parent, right? Symbolically, metaphorically, or whatever, because this person is probably not your parent. So, does that make sense? Something to think about as well. You can break free. This is an illusion, all right? They probably provide some sense of stability, but yet you're coming through as a King of Pentacles here, male or female. So you do have everything you need on a material level, on a physical level, to be okay, right? That's why this is telling me this is more of a mental thing. You know, you need to break free of that mentality that you cannot get out because excuse A, excuse B, excuse C. These are excuses. It's not the real thing, right? Communicate, be direct, be outspoken, try your best to get the words out. I'm feeling somebody like cannot get their words out very well. Like it all stays stuck in the throat. Okay. So think about the throat chakra and how you can best release, you know, singing is always good when you have a throat chakra. What is it like? What do they call it? I want to use the word like clog or like, I don't know. It's just not opened, right? So, I mean, let it out, sing it, right? Like hum it or open your mouth or do something like that. And that'll help you. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to move on. What am I doing? What does person B find challenging in this relationship? 9 of Swords. Okay, they got 3 cards here. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is coming from a place of fear, insecurity, all right? They're scared that to them there's not a lot of stability here. To them, there's like this feeling of should I or shouldn't I? And I don't know. I want to feel that for the majority of you, they feel that way about person A, right? Like they see this person as, you know, still iffy and uncertain. Therefore, that sense for control is so heightened. And Aquarius, if this is you on this side, regardless, is a free spirit. So I can understand how anybody dealing with an Aquarius who is not directly, straightforwardly saying, yes, I want to be with you or in committed relationship or whatever, can feel this sense of I may lose them. And for some of you, there is actually a past relationship, a past person, an old love, an old flame, something like that playing a role here. And they think that you are back and forth between them and somebody else. You have the 6 of Cups twice. This is validating to me that the past is present. The past has come up in some way, whether that's physical, emotional, you know, metaphorical. But they are projecting some manipulating tactics and behaviors here, because they feel that this relationship is not on solid ground. It's a little rocky. There's a fear. There's real anxiety and fear here that they can lose you. All right. Probable outcome. What does this person want out of this at the end of the day? What decision, what choice are they going to make here? Probable outcome for person A. The Magician, and the King of Cups. For some of you, your ex-person is a King of Cups. It's another person coming through. But overall, this energy, probable outcome, is manifesting, creating a more emotionally balanced and emotionally controlled environment or relationship. Manifesting and creating true emotion, true love here with the King of Cups, right? So this is like maybe this person thinks that this person is so controlling that how can it be true love when all you want to do is control me, right? Like, focus more on the love aspect. Focus more on being compassionate and empathetic and sensitive and emotional instead of this strong, overpowering, aggressive personality. This person wants that type of dynamic. What does person B want? What is the probable outcome for person B? High Priestess. Judgment. Jeez. Their outcome is very different from this whole situation. This relationship, this dynamic is going to be the catalyst for a huge lesson learned for them. And I think that they know it. I don't know, subconsciously, emotionally, spiritually, their higher selves may know this, may know that the day is coming where somebody needs to be judged here and be dealt their results, their karma in some way. They also feel that intuitively, they know that they're going to get the truth of something. They're going to see something. They're going to know an outcome or like the truth to a situation. So I don't know if they feel like they don't have all of the facts, or somebody, they feel like you may be hiding things from them. Intuitively, they feel that something is not right, that something is not authentic or clear or something like that. So they do feel like there is some interference. There's something floating in the ethers, in the air, in the environment of this dynamic here, and they can't pinpoint it. They can't grab it. They can't see it. Their outcome is needing to see if their intuition is right or not. Somebody here has thoughts and feelings that they are not being, that somebody is not being truthful. All right. And they know, and I don't know if this person A is not being truthful, or if they're intuiting the fact that the things that they have kept is going to come out in some way, but there are concepts of the truth coming out, whether that's your truth, their truth, the truth, someone's truth. All right, we're going to get 3 cards for the relationship itself. Get more insight here. Six of Swords. King of Swords fell on the Priestess here. I don't know if this is crooked or not. I do apologize if it's coming out crooked. One more. And the 3 of Pentacles. Well, sorry, my mind just went somewhere else. Okay. 3 cards for the relationship. I mean, this is the energy of going toward truth. Here with the King of Swords right in the middle. The energy of going toward clear truth. There's communication, people coming together in order for either your problems to go away, the fight to go away, the elephant in the room, in order for 2 people to decide whether or not they're going to be together or not, just for overall balance and equilibrium in this dynamic, there needs to be communication, and two people need to put their cards on the table, needs to really speak about the things that they are not discussing, because both sides are in their minds. One person feels trapped and stuck. Another person, it has anxiety and fear. And when you're in a relationship, if it's healthy, if it's right, if two people are compatible and one person fits into the other person's life naturally and the other person fits into the person's life naturally, it doesn't have to be this hard, right? Granted, we're not perfect, especially if you're older, you have kids, you have exes, you're coming from two different lifestyles. There's so much that you're coming with, and some things need to be removed and done with, right? Like vices and low level habits. The sense for, complete freedom and sovereignty. When you're in a relationship, yes, you should feel free, but there's a limit, there's a balance, right? If you are going in excess, the excess spectrum of I'm going to do whatever I want no matter what, and you can tell me what to do, blah, 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 and have no consideration for your partner, then you're not ready for a relationship, right? Like, if you want to be seeing other people or going out and, putting yourselves in situations that are disrespectful or unnecessary, or, just not showing an overall readiness from even a lifestyle perspective to be in a committed, loving, healthy, truthful relationship, then you have no business being in one. So it's like two people have their ways that need to be tweaked, that need to be changed, letting go of what's not suitable and, learning what is and bringing in what is suited. And if two people are having a hard time doing that, it's going to project that right, itself into arguments and, secrets or things that are not being discussed. And, maybe two people have different types of styles as it relates to communicating. So things that, need to be learned, right? If the two people are ready and have gone through this self-awareness, like self-realization and healing, then they should already have these communication skills and the ability to be objective and, not take things personally and all of that stuff, right? Like if you're ready to be in a relationship, because that's what it takes. But if not, then I don't know. But regardless, two people do need to be open and discuss these things and be on the same page in order to make this situation better. Okay, I hope all of that made sense. Let's get a couple cards for you guys. Good takeaway message from the universe, from the oracle here. This is the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. All right. Oh, that was fast. Soul. What did I say about the soulmate thing? Hope you can see that. I don't know. Okay. So it says, the energy of soul activates our connection to the parts of us that is closer to the higher realms, God or the divine. The energy of the soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God, soul, or divine. I mean, connecting at and bringing down the walls, and from a human being perspective, right? Not man versus woman or you versus me or, whatever, just human to human, soul to soul, with all the intricacies, complexities, perceived flaws, and right, like just connecting with one another and seeing each other from a human perspective, a human eye, to be able to bring down the walls and just know, hey, you are doing the best that you can. You're doing the best with what you know, with what you've gone through. You're doing the best with, you know, this is a big change in your life, right? This is coming into a relationship. Being together is a big deal, right? Like, cherish it, take it day by day, be present with it. And having compassion and consideration with one another, and patience even, right? If both people are coming with good intentions, especially. So that's what this card is making me feel, like seeing each other and looking at each other, like looking into the soul of the person instead of having that wall up and only perceiving things, you know, subjectively, or taking it personal, or, you know, just coming with your own opinions, thoughts because of your previous experiences, which can impact your ability to see your person wholeheartedly. One more card for the Aquarius and their person. Oh, sorry. Yeah, forgive and forget. Did something happen? You know, especially if you're dealing with these archetypes, it could be an element of maybe they just went a little too far with trying to control the situation, control you, put rules or whatever. Maybe somebody has actually kept a secret or has hurt somebody here in the relationship, something like that. But if you are holding that grudge, whether it's for your person or previous relationships, so therefore you're coming into this relationship jaded and bitter, if you are holding a grudge and you cannot let go and you cannot forgive and just release it, you're never going to be able to flourish in this relationship or any other relationship for that matter. All right? You got to come in clean when you're coming into a new relationship, especially if you want something that's healthy and long lasting and true and formed in a really solid, strong foundation. Can't come in with the baggage. And I think that that's the moral of this story for the both of you, is to release the baggage and work on that. All right. Well, Aquarius, that was your reading. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I always love reading for you guys. Check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your partner sign. Next sign we're reading for is the Leo, which is your opposite sign here. So if you have any Leo placements, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that reading. Like the video. If you got anything out of today's message, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time. Happy holidays, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.